Getting what you want in 2 simple steps. Stay tuned. Getting what you want, 2 simple steps to do that. Before I go into that, if you haven't already, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. Now, when I say simple, a disclaimer is that it's not always easy. Simple is simple, easy is easy. They're 2 different things. I was just having this conversation with someone, and I was basically trying to explain to a close family member of mine who was complaining about her situation. And I was telling her a personal story about a time when I got what I wanted. I got it exactly what I wanted. And in another time in my life, I would have not accepted this in my life. I would have not accepted what I want because my tendency was to look at all the things that I didn't want and focus on that and try to get rid of it. And in this particular situation, there were some negative feelings that came out of it, some negative situations that came out of it. But instead of focusing on the negative, I focused on the positive. Now I accepted the negative, and that's the key here. When you get what you want, when you start achieving the success you want, when you start getting the big things in life that you've always wanted, what's going to come along with it is some of the not so good stuff, new problems that you weren't expecting. Like the saying goes, careful what you wish for, you just may get it. What that really means is that you weren't prepared for the problems that came with the success. When people win the lottery, they don't realize what having a lot of money is like. They don't realize that there are problems that come with having a lot of money. They've just been fantasizing about money solving all of their problems. That's not the case. And if you look at people who win the lottery, 50% of them are flat broke within 10 years. Not just they go back to the same amount of money they had before. They have less money. And the reason is they didn't realize that having lots of money comes with its own problems, like people wanting to be around you just for your money and trying to steal it from you. So here's the 2 easy steps. The first thing is, are you asking for what you want? Life gives you what you ask for. If you look around, you look at your life and the state of your life, that's what you ask for. I was trying to explain this to this close relative of mine, because she was complaining about that. I said, look around and realize this is what you asked for. Now, be careful with this. People get cancer. It doesn't mean that they asked for that. Natural disasters are things that are completely out of our control that happen to us that are bad. I'm not saying that we asked for that. What I am saying is that when you look at your job, you look at how happy you are, you look at what you have in your life, your abundance or lack of it, and friends or lack of them, connections, whatever you want to call it, adventure, fun, or lack thereof, that's because that's what you've asked for. A lot of times what keeps us from getting what we want is because we ask for too little, or we don't believe that we deserve it, or that we're asking for too much. And that's when that's what NLP is great for. It can help you discover what is causing that limiting belief and how to overcome it and how to create a new positive belief. We're not going to get into that here. Just know that whatever your life is like right now, that's because that's all you're asking for. Ask for more, you will get more. And at the same time, be prepared that there will come with, when you get what you want, and life will give you what you want, I promise you. Just know that it will come with other problems. Don't be thrown off by that. Just know that that's going to happen. It's fine. Accept the problems, solve them if you need to. Focus on the positive, the stuff that you wanted. The second step to getting what you want. You'll find that when you start asking for what you want, and whether that's internally, what you're asking for life, deep down inside, or when you're actually going out and asking for that job promotion, asking that person out on a date, those things, you will discover that sometimes that's all it was, all you needed to do was just ask. And so a lot of people are just afraid to even ask. It's amazing when you start asking, you start receiving. Not every single time, you're going to get some rejections. In the beginning, most people sort of accept the rejections and are just so excited that they're actually getting what they want simply by asking. After a while, though, things start to change. And it's the thrill of just asking for something and getting it starts to go away. And maybe 50% of the time you ask for something, you get it. 50% of the time you don't get it. And that could be, again, the job promotion, asking someone out, asking for a raise, what have you. It can happen, and this has happened to me many times, where you start to get discouraged from asking because sometimes you get what you want and sometimes you don't get what you want. So the next phase of this is to develop some sort of technical skill that increases your chances of getting what you want, so that asking is not your only tool. You have something else in your back pocket to pull out, so that once you ask and you don't get the response you want, that you can change and you can flex and evolve yourself or in the situation to get what you want. There's a presupposition in NLP that states the element in a system that is the most flexible will have the most control. When you can create skills and techniques, or I should say, when you cultivate skills and techniques, you're creating that flexibility so that you can do more than just ask. So if you ask, you don't get the response you want, you can keep going using technique and skill. That could be in sales. So if somebody says no, they give you an objection when you ask for the sale, then you learn how to overcome that. That would be the technique and skill. The more you do that, the better you'll get. Some people just stop at asking. They ask, and if they don't get what they want, then they walk away. And you will get more of what you want by asking for it than not asking for it. Don't stop there. Keep going. Develop that technical skill so that you can move past that and increase your chances that when you ask, you get more of what you want. It's 2 simple steps. Like I said, it's not always easy, but 2 simple steps. Ask. Always ask for what you want. Ask for what you want from life. Ask for what you want from the people around you. Also be willing to give. Reciprocate. Very important. Second step, cultivate a skill, cultivate techniques, so that when you ask and you don't get what you want, you keep moving forward rather than just walk away or feel rejected or discouraged. NLP is amazing when it comes to cultivating skill for getting what you want. And there are plenty of techniques and processes that are already built in. You don't have to figure them out. You don't have to create them. They're already there for you to learn. Ask for what you want, create the skill, and get what you want. Check out our website, nlp-gym.com. Follow us on Facebook for real-time updates on upcoming free practice sessions and our workshops that are coming up. If you like this video, please click like right down here at the bottom. Leave a comment or a question, and I'll get back to you. Take care.